Hi guys, it's Monday. My first Monday not having to be anywhere. That was really weird. I was like, last night when I was going to bed, I was like, I gotta set the alarm for Carlos. And I was like, but not for me. Of course, Aiden's my built-in alarm. He woke up at 6 though, so that was later than normal. And it was really cool how I didn't have to go anywhere or do anything. But I did have a family emergency coming up this week. So I'm gonna need to actually go out of town. Which was not planned. I have to leave tomorrow to go to Florida to be with my dad, and I wasn't planning on that, right? I was planning on having Wednesday, Thursday, Friday I was going to work, and now I'm not going to be able to do that. So today my plan was that I was going to get up, we were going to get out the door by 7:30 and be at Aiden's aunt's house by 8, and I was going to work all day. It is 8:15. Aiden has been throwing tantrums over everything, like everything. He freaked out because I wanted to put his diaper on him. He has to wear one. I tried to. Then he freaked out because he didn't want to brush his teeth. Then he freaked out because he did want to brush his teeth. Now he's just calmly sitting on the couch. It's like emotional roller coaster, I tell you. Are you singing? He's got headphones on that are hooked to nothing. I have no makeup on. My hair is halfway curled. So anyway, what I'm going to do, it's 8:15. I'm going to get us ready, get all his stuff. I'm going to go up there. And then today during the day, my goal, because I'm going to miss the later part of the week, is I'm going to take pictures of stuff. Because the cool thing is I can work from anywhere, right? So that's pretty cool that my dad needed something and I was able to help him. So I love that. But to be prepared for that, I'm going to have to take pictures like crazy. And I'm going to do a mix of clothes and hard goods. And basically, I'm just going to spend the day trying to take pictures of things. So I'll have to spend some time cleaning and prepping items because not everything's ready to go. But I'm going to focus on taking some pictures of shoes, clothes, and some hard goods so that while I'm down there, I can just work on listing. So that's really what needs to happen. And then when I'm there, I might source a little bit because if I source, then it's a business trip, right? I don't know if that's how that works, but I will go sourcing when I'm down there. So hopefully I finally got Aiden dressed after much arguing. I try not to argue with a 2-year-old, but that doesn't always happen. Anyway, okay, I just want to touch base with you guys. I'm so excited. Oh, I should say, that sounded like a terrible, crazy morning, but what was cool is that when we got up, Carlos left, and then me and Aiden just went outside, and it feels so good. Like, it's like 70 degrees out there, and it was sunny, and there were birds chirping, and me and Aiden just sat out there on the porch and ate breakfast, and he was playing in the gravel, and it was nice. It was nice to just be able to kind of hang out and chill out in the morning. And I kind of think that's why he freaked out about getting his clothes on, is he knew that was a transition to leave, and I don't think he's excited about that. But we'll work on it. It'll become routine. All right, thanks, guys. I'll touch base again later. All right, guys, it is 10:40. I feel like time. So finally got Aiden into the car at about 9 o'clock. Not trying. He just was throwing tantrums left and right. Got him up there, dropped him off, and got back, and just now sitting down, I had me some hot tea with ginseng and green tea with ginseng and honey because I am so tired. I think I've just been thinking a lot, stressing out about some stuff, trying not to stress, but when I start to, it's like I get sleepy when I think too much. So I have, excuse me, I have to go get Aiden around 3. And then I am taking him to his grandparents for the rest of the night. Not for the rest of the night, but for like a few hours tonight. But I'm going to pack during that time, because we're going to head out in the morning. And right now, I have three major tasks that I want to get done today, if possible. Well, I mean, I have to. One is I need to list 10 items for today, at least. 2 is I'm going to go through and look and see what items, what items are not inventoried, and then I'm going to either change the handling time on those items, or I'm going to separate them into their own tote depending on how many there are. I don't think there should be that many that aren't inventory because I've been working on that, but if I'm gone and I need my husband to pull stuff, he doesn't know what to do, and it's not fair to say, can you dig through all these totes to find this random item? Hey, little bird. Sorry, ADD. But it's a cute little finch. And so I need to go through and figure out which items those are. If it's not a lot, I'll just pull them to the side. If it is a lot, then I'll just change their handling time. The rest of them are in inventory, and he has so graciously decided to help me ship them if I'm gone, because I don't want to lose the chance on sales right now. Like, I really need to get things selling. And then I'll do the same thing for Poshmark, making sure those items are available for him to easily access. So I'm going to do that, and then I need to look at my queue and see how many items I have in queue that I can process while I'm gone, and then figure out how many items I need to photograph to make sure I have enough to do. So my goal is at least 10 items a day. So that means that I need to have another, I don't know how long I'm going to be gone for sure, but let's say that we have, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday. So let's say 50 items. I need 50 items to be able to list or more. So I'm going to go through the pictures, see how many I have available to list, and then I will, whatever, if I've got 25, then I need to find 25 items and photograph those today to get them available for me to take pictures of. So those are my tasks right now, and I think that's plenty, probably too much for the next 4 hours. So we'll see how that goes. Alright guys, it is 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm really struggling to stay awake. I only got like 5 hours of sleep last night, 6 hours. I've been trying to make myself stay up later to get stuff done because it's when Aiden's asleep. But of course, the trade-off is that I'm so sleepy during the day. I listed some items and I went through my items in queue, and I have 40 things I can list. So I just need to come up with 10 items to photograph. But then I got into the mindset of which items. I can quickly grab 10 clothing items, but I was thinking I need to grab other types of things to diversify and have other kinds of items. Normally I'm not, like, traditionally, I guess, in the past 2.5 years that I've been doing this, 2.5 years. Normally I do not list only one type of anything. I list all sorts of stuff, and I've never had a summer slowdown at all. And I definitely am noticing, I don't know if I guess I'm noticing the summer slowdown, but I think it's because I'm not listing. Or I am now, but I wasn't before in May. So it takes a while for it to catch up. So now I am avoiding. I have to go pick up Aiden, and I need to leave here in about 45 minutes probably to go get him. And I was going to try to take my husband dinner to be nice and to save money by making food at home. And I am staring at this giant pile of shoes, which I don't even want to share, but I'm going to. It's pretty bad. Look at all of that. Shoes upon shoes. And it makes me cringe because who knows what I've ruined by sitting like that, there's leather shoes and there's nice shoes, and I had them all lined out nicely on the table and on the couch and the floor in a straight line so I could clean them, and then I didn't get to clean them, so I wanted them out of the way, so then I shoved them on the table and kept shoving them on the table, and that's what I have now. But there's so much good stuff. These are so good. Look at these 90s Jordache clod hoppers. I had some of these when I was in middle school, but these are a thing now, for cosplay or whoever wants to look like they're from the 90s, which is everyone apparently. But they need to be cleaned a little bit. Probably not that bad. I could probably just go ahead and list these. They're pretty awesome. Got them for a couple bucks. And then I have these. These are awesome. These are worth $100. These are Allen Edmond tennis shoes. So the AE or whatever looks backwards on there. Oh, AE. So yeah, these Allen Edmond tennis shoes. They do need some sprucing, and they're nubuck suede, so I have to really sit and work on those. But yeah. It's really hard to get motivated when I get super overwhelmed, and I am trying to cram everything into one day because everything got changed on me. So but I've been telling myself, sometimes you have to go with it, right? Yes, it's not ideal. Yes, I'd like to have X number of items photographed, But I mean, if I can't, I can't. You know, it's like I have to go with what I can go with, and maybe just cross post a lot from eBay to Poshmark. I have a lot of items that I haven't put on Poshmark that are on eBay, and then I have a lot of items that are on Poshmark that I haven't put on eBay. Did I say that? I have a lot of items that could go one way or the other. So maybe that's something I do. Or if I buy stuff down there, I can photograph them down there in Florida. So, anyway, okay, I want to go get to cooking and photographing. Alright guys, it is 9 o'clock at night. I got Aiden over to his grandparents again since we're going out of town like first thing in the morning. I came home and I packed and stuff. I found out some bad news about my mom and her health, so that kind of threw me for a loop. I'm not sure how I'm going to manage everything. I don't really, I don't live near my mother or the rest of my family. We live near my husband's family, and I live about 4.5 hours away from them. But during this time, I'd like to visit with my mom more, and I can with the freedom of working for myself, but at the same time, who's going to be here to ship my items? So one of the things I really want to get going with is trying to implement a system where I can leave, photograph a whole bunch of things, but then have them inventoried in a way to where my husband can ship the items pretty easily and he can find them easily. Or getting Jamie to come down a couple times a week or something. I don't know. I'll need to figure it out. So that's part of the system, is trying to figure out how to do that. Maybe I move all my inventory up to my husband's store. I don't know. So anyway, I got to figure that out, because that's really the biggest thing keeping me here or making it hard for me to travel, is if I put my handling time at 3 days, let's say. Because if I leave on like a Wednesday and I come back on a Sunday, that means that anything that sells on Wednesday, I probably need to have a 3-day handling time window. That can really reduce sales. I would lose my top rated seller discount and stuff like that. So anyway, got to work through all that. So that kind of threw me for a loop. I'm just trying to refocus. Right now I'm getting ready to work on photographing some stuff. Not those clothes. There's some shoes over there that I'm going to try to photograph. And then I sold a dress on Poshmark, and I sold a bathing suit on Poshmark yesterday and somehow missed it when I did my shipping this morning. So I sold a pair of capris on Poshmark, a bathing suit, and then a dress today. And then on eBay, I had 2 packages this morning. So I've been shipping every single day. So I might change my handling time to 1 day. Well, when I get back, change my handling time to 1 day until I get to the point where I'm going to go visit my mom. But because I'm doing it every day anyway, so I might as well hopefully increase sales by having that rapid turnaround for customers. So yeah, I'm going to ship out those items. I'm going to photograph as many things as I can tonight. I'll probably pack. I might pack in the morning. I don't know. I've gathered a bunch of things. I made a giant list. Normally my method of packing is I'll pack all the clothes, but then to make sure that I get all of the items that I use every morning, as I'm getting ready, I pack the items, because I know I just used it, right? So I know that I used that item. So I'll do that in the morning. We'll try to head out like early so we can avoid rush hour. So I don't know if I'll be doing any more vlogging the rest of the week. I might, just because I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of working. Well, that's not true. I'm going to have a bunch of listings to do, and if I source any, I'll vlog that. Unless you guys want to see my personal life. I mean, it'll just be me, my toddler, and driving on a 7.5 hour road trip down to Florida. That's going to be fun. My mother-in-law's helped a lot, though. She packed a bag of goodies and a bunch of activities and all this stuff. It's just kind of boring for him to ride in the back seat in a car seat for that long. So about halfway there, I'll probably try to stop somewhere in Alabama and let him, get out of the car seat, maybe find a little park or something so he can kind of run around for about 30 minutes, and then we'll get back on the road. All right, so, yeah, I think this is it for tonight, and I'm just going to stay up as late as I can to finish photographing these items. I need to photograph about 10 or 15 minimum 10, but I'm going to try to do 15 of the items. I got a bunch of shoes. I got some hard goods that I was going to do. Let me see if I can take it over here. It won't let me turn it around once I've already done this. So I have these awesome Z coils that I found that are totally, I got them for like 15, but they're totally worth like 80. I've got a small pile of shoes here that I'm going to do. I've got some other shoes. I got these really cool, let me see if I can get them. These really cool bookends. And I think bookends, like these will probably go for 50-ish, I'm thinking, based on the other ones that I saw. And then I got this pretty cool vintage ZZ Top embroidered hat from an estate sale. So, yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in today, for watching my struggles. It seems like one thing after another just keeps getting thrown at me, and I guess that's just life. I just don't normally realize it so much with, you know, having a job, like, you know, somebody's paying me. It's like, even if these things are happening, as long as I keep showing up to work, I'm going to get paid, and I was on salary, so I didn't even have to show up to work, and now I get paid. I mean, you know, within reason. And so now it's like, oh, if I can't go to work, or if I can't work, if I can't list, if I can't do things, money stops, right? So that's a huge difference. And I wouldn't say it is a pro of a job, but I think it's just a learning curve, right? I just have to figure out how to prepare for those situations, because they will happen, right? It's not like my life is just going to be so magical that nothing bad is ever going to happen and I'm never going to have some kind of emergency. So I really need to, this is just another thing. I need to figure out and implement I'm so tired. Implement a system to where if there's ever an emergency, I'm okay, right? If I ever need to do something, I have stuff in backlog. I've got items that are ready to go. I've got money trickling in, hopefully pouring in, with or without me actually doing anything. There's a bunch of ideas of stuff to do. I heard Lindy Glenn talking about how, and other people talked about this, but I heard her talking about how it really helps with her schedule and having a little one to schedule listings out. It's only 10 cents an item to a listing to do that, so it might be worth it. I've done it a couple of times, but you know, it's like if I can sit down and list 20 things instead of making them go live, I need to spread them out over the week so that I'm at least being consistent. And then the next time I sit down, do it again and again and again. So it's not, so every day have items go live, have like a minimum, like of the 20, have 5 go ahead and go live. But then the rest of them, if I remember, great, then I can go ahead and make them go live myself on the next day. But if I don't, they're there and they're just going with or without me. So anyway, hope everybody had a great day of sales. Thank you for watching. If you want to keep following my journey, hit the subscribe button below, hit the little bell to get notified when I do new videos, and I hope you guys have a great night.